Well, yeah, and so like I was saying, so I'm rolling up on her, and I'm like, "Hey, baby, don't you remember me?" And she's like, "No, I don't." And I'm like, "That's because goddamn globalists got in your head. Same reason my show was late last week." Oh fuck! Hey, everybody, how's it going? Wizard of Cause, I got ourselves a fucking show going on here.
I was thinking maybe like maybe everything was delayed because the lady had not yet washed her ass. Maybe.
Nah, I mean, honestly, here's the weird thing. I got her home, and she was over in my bedroom there, and then as soon as I got her in bed, and she's all moaning, and then all of a sudden I hear this, grrr, and I'm like, what? And I just, you do the normal thing a man does when you hear a weird sound out of a woman. You plunge your fingertips into the base of her neck, and you peel off the mask, and sure as shit, it was fucking George Soros.
It's like some Scooby-Doo shit. It was George Soros all along. God damn.
Yeah. Exactly, except it's real life, so it's like, I would have gotten away with it too. Pow! Yeah, that's right, George
I just
Soros.
spent 10 months of my life giving up all my money to this hoe, and it was George Soros the whole fucking time. This is a globalist agenda, dude.
I mean, technically it was 8 months, but all the same, it's still a lot of money, yeah. So, I mean, that bitch is dead, that lizard is dead, and,
wait, how'd she die?
The gunshot wound to the face, I would guess. I mean, just a hunch, but all the same, yeah. That bitch is dead, and this show is live. How's it going, everybody? YouTube Saints, we made it. We actually made it. The fucking, yeah, I mean, honestly, we apologize for the delay. The goddamn Illuminati, they were broadcasting their podcast and shit, and we just got delayed. And also, Microsoft caught wind of the fact as to what the nature of this episode is about.
I'm gonna be totally based in this episode. Like I'm gonna let you guys know just straight up. I was literally at Paradise on Earth, swimming with a bunch of friends, getting way too fucking drunk. And I looked at the time and I realized, like, holy shit, we had to do this show. And I left Paradise. I left Paradise with some of the coolest people I know. They're still down there, all getting drunk and partying, just to hang out with you.
Yeah, there was more than 80 versions there, and Allahu Akbar, he showed up on the show nevertheless.
Nah.
But yeah, slight technical difficulties, literally because, well, I mean, we can't blame Discord. They're still figuring it out. Skype, you've had a dozen years or so to figure your shit out, and you're like, hey, we got an update for you. Hey, do you like settings? Oh, you do. Oh, I'm sorry. You won't like this update then.
Settings are for cucks.
Yeah, so yeah, settings are left fucked yet. All the same, Sunday night, here we go. This might be our... We're still in negotiations, but this might be our last Sunday.
This might be our last Sunday. We've been talking about this for a long time, guys. And oh, by the way, let's sport, before we talk about this, let's sport our YouTube Saints gear.
Yeah, mine, the original, which is crooked,
right,
as it ought to be.
Yep, absolutely.
But yeah, this is going to be available to you people soon, as soon as we get the image file. And moreover than that,
I have a grip of them.
Good night. It's been great.
We're done.
Good night.
Fuck off. No. Goodbye. Good night. Good night. No, we might be doing some contests. And like Mouth, our good Betty Mouth, actually just made a ton of these shirts, and we'd like to do a contest. We're looking into what kind of contest we want to do. And
limited run too, by the way.
Very limited run.
And in my thinking on this too, like these are limited run shirts, and part of me almost thinks that they'll be worth more if we keep them that way.
At least until I can find that Jack Daniel motherfucker and like beat his ass into submission, so he's not gonna like copy strike us for the shirts.
Copy strike. Can we copy strike YouTube Saints? It's like you own a multi-billion-dollar whiskey business. Yeah, but all the same, that's like $700 a month.
Hey, our hardcore buddy from South America, Izzy Nobre, is in the chat. What's up, Izzy?
Oh, what's up? Izzy, how's it going? You could do to follow me back on Twitter sometime. I'm just saying. We gotta live together. We gotta live together for 3 days.
I think I'm actually.
We rescued him from a fucking cholo fucking mugger who jumped out of
I remember
out of a van.
That's right.
There was
That's
a
right.
minigun on the side.
There
He
was
had to
a
dodge all those bullets. It was
like
amazing.
MS-13 was literally about to kill legendary YouTuber Izzy Nobre in the LA wastelands, and you guys saved him. So most people don't know that, but this is actually very true.
By the way, if you guys are out there, you're curious, if you want to know how to like tame MS-13, the best way to do it is be like, hey, you guys got any blow? And they will be your best friends. Not saying anything happened anywhere, but all I'm saying is that that works.
Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, no, I am actually gonna flash my PSP. Inspired by Izzy, I'm gonna flash my PSP so I can have it as an emulation machine. Probably tomorrow. But yeah, no, this might be the last Sunday Saints. We're not quite sure how things are gonna go, but we are probably going to be changing the format here relatively soon. Because there's not really a huge reason why we're doing it on Sunday anymore. Not really.
Used to be.
Used to be. Absolutely.
Once upon a time, there was a thing called etiquette, but that's gone now.
Well, a lot of
the
shows that used to be on Saturday are all gone, and so there's a big gaping hole on Saturday, and we might as well do it. You know, and that's fine.
Also, we've heard too, loads of you guys don't get to watch the show live, or you only get to catch partial shows,
right?
And then you have to go to sleep because you got to go to work. What the fuck is a Sunday night? I mean, granted, it's the best way to ring out the week, but yeah, you know, go and join the Discord, and we'll find a way. I think a poll, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, despite what David Hogg says, polls are worthwhile. So
who the fuck is David Hogg?
What?
Who's David Hogg?
Oh, he's that little like junior high kid who managed to not get shot and in Florida, and now he's a
the Parkland kid.
Yeah.
Why does everybody give a fuck what that kid has to say? Like, I understand.
He's
okay,
adorable. I just want to pinch his little cheeks.
Here's okay. Maybe this is my like soy-filled SJW-ness like leaking through and whatnot. Like, I get everybody getting pissed off because the guy says something that you don't like. I get that. I totally understand. But here's the thing: a lot of people say things that I don't like and I don't get along with either. But why is everybody like get their fucking testicles twisted up over this one kid? He's just one fucking stupid kid. Everybody's gonna forget about this kid in like 6 months if you don't make him a big deal. Just don't make him a big deal. Just ignore him.
And he's gonna look 35 when you do.
Yeah, like just ignore the fucking kid, and like nobody's gonna fucking care. You know what's actually gonna make him more relevant is a bunch of people being like, "Oh, that fucking David, what's his name?
Hogg.
Oh, that David Hogg, he's such a piece of shit." Everybody's gonna pay attention to him if you start like ranting and losing your shit about him. Otherwise, nobody's gonna care.
Well, I've been trying to like Yoda him. Basically, like, you know, when he makes a stupid tweet, I'll make fun of it in a way that hopefully emphasizes why that was a stupid statement.
Sure.
That's the way to do it. This is a young person. You don't need to bash him. You need to educate him. Especially, like, you know, when he gets caught in a Denny's or a Waffle House one night. And, you know, and he's like, "Oh, no, it's getting robbed. I wish I could be a good guy with a gun."
I don't like, okay, and you guys got to start understanding how the manipulation of the media actually works. Like, these people that really piss you off, by letting them piss you off and talking about them all the time, you literally empower them to make them a symbol of something to be up against. And I know that's very convenient if you're a content creator and you have to like make money by making YouTube videos. But if you're a passive person out there on YouTube or fucking Twitter, and they're like saying something like, "We need to ban all the fucking guns," well, just ignore the dude. Just ignore him, and you literally have cut their fucking balls off. That's all you have to do. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I do that all the time.
Well, in fairness, I mean, I think David Hogg is building into a point where he's going to be memed soon, which is like, this is one of the saddest things about it too, is that like, "Oh, we memed of a dog shit president in the office." It's like, what? And now you're having trouble with the 14-year-old? I mean,
it does seem a little weird. It seems a little strange.
It seems a little, yeah, it seems a little off base. I'm not really like, I get this impression that, the meme lords out there who, what kind of feckless cunts meme storm a person or an idea, right, Jeff? I mean, honestly. But, yeah, but I mean, the very fact that like there are not good David Hogg memes out there, but there are still people actually flying the Kekistan banner in their fucking headliner.
I don't want to talk about Kekistan. I don't want to.
My teeth gnash a bit at the fact that like what could be hilarious ends up consistently being stupid. But then again, that could just be the globalists, and then we need to stay on focus here. We're talking about global conspiracies tonight. We're talking about shit that's controlling our narratives. Okay. David Hogg, for all we know, he's a 42-year-old member of the Bilderberg Group.
Well, a conspiracy is telling me that apparently David Hogg contracted ligma. So that's breaking. That's some breaking news, right?
You know what I love about ligma and the whole like ligma meme now though is like Bofa, like you had DeFranco trying to be like, oh, by the way, cases of Bofa, and it's like. All that means to me is Bank of America.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's what they go by. And this is the thing. Bank of America goes by BOFA. Bofa these nuts.
True. Very true.
In terms of our service fees.
That's very true. It's very true.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that being the case, though, yes, this is your conspiracy, Saints. Though we are not here to. We're here to give you the truth. We're not just here to crack jokes about shit. And we've got some. I'm kind
of sad that I actually didn't make a tinfoil hat just for this episode. I didn't have the time,
dude. I've still got my tinfoil hat line. Look at that.
Wow.
I'm ready.
Okay, if these stories get too crazy, I might actually just go and get like the tinfoil out of the kitchen. We'll see where we're gonna go. Real quick before we get started, we do have JSC Hong says saved a stray kitten today. His name is Copernicus. Hey, peekies up for Copernicus, a stray kitten.
Hey,
there we go. Jables Boogly says the Seattle meetup was fun. I kissed Poveros on the mouth and he walked off a cliff. I really wish I could have kissed Poveros on the mouth. I would have given him tongue. The press says, because this is the first time in a few years the whole family gets together in the living room to watch anything. Thank you for being you. Your whole family is watching us right now? Well, the press, I feel like because...
You picked the best episode ever.
Oh, I know. And because if you and your whole family are gathered right now in the living room and we're on the big screen, right? I want to give something special to you. So I'm going to share with you my majestic nipple. Hello, mother and father Priss. My love and my consideration goes to you. Let's get started with the news. Let's do it.
Suddenly, this doesn't feel as embarrassing. Holy shit.
Well, my nipple has that effect on a lot of people. So
yeah. So I kind of may have. We start with CNN.
This is CNN politics, yeah.
Okay, good. Yes, this one's fun.
Okay.
This one's fun. This is what inspired the whole day.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
All right.
So Zinema. Huh?
There we go.
Yeah, Zinema Barreto, a far-right political pundit who was appointed in December. I love this. Was appointed in December to a communications post at the Department of Health and Human Services, resigned on Friday. A Health and Human Services official confirmed to CNN.
Oh.
Barreto was placed on leave in April following a report from CNN on Medium and Media Matters that she spread conspiracy theories and made anti-Muslim comments.
Okay.
Oh my God, I can't wait until Sargon's banned from CNN. After issuing a public apology, she returned to work, but was moved from her job as Deputy Director of Communications. Wow, it's almost like the White House is willing to shuffle around dumb fucks. It's our communications department. Oh, we gotta know the 14 words can't be replaced. Oh, shit. Last month, Mediate reported additional inflammatory tweets from Burrito, including that she tweeted in June after her public apology that CNN's story on her tweets was a smear.
It was a smear.
Yeah. Oh, well, you can't trust that fake news, dude. You can't trust, like, they go to your Twitter profile and find what you tweeted, and then they take it out of context by taking what you tweeted literally.
That's fair.
And
that's
saying,
fair.
Yeah, no, it's fair. Liberal watchdog Media Matters has reported that Barreto called Islam a cult. That's true.
No. Islam is definitely not a cult. It's not a cult.
It is a religion.
It is a mainstream religion.
Yeah. Let's make a point here that the difference between a cult and a religion is money and political influence. Push the false Pizzagate conspiracy. How you doing, Cernovich? Listen, dude, I wank off into a fucking jar every time I can, hoping that if I pray over it hard enough, my jizz will become as magic as yours.
I chop up hard lines of Gorilla Spunk energy or whatever it is that he actually sells every
I've
day.
been thinking I want to get a cedar plank and just pump out a line of my my wedding tackle serum there, my magic serum. I want to let it bake in the sun and do lines of it. That's how you go alpha, bro. That's how you go fucking alpha. But listen, we're not gonna get tied up in dog shit like silly fucking ideas here. We're talking about legitimate shit like Pizzagate. Which alleges that Hillary Clinton was part of a child sex ring that was based in Washington, D.C. pizza restaurant. Yeah, because, a completely fucking reasonable thing to think.
Of course.
A subsequent K-File review of her Twitter Republican chick, this is at Republican chick apparently, found that Barreto had also repeatedly used the hashtag ban Islam and twice shared conspiracy theories about the death of Democratic National Committee staffer Seth Rich. Lauren Southern. Paging Lauren Southern. Lauren, are you there?
Was she all about like the Seth Rich kind of thing?
Well, it's a pretty safe bet that if you're all about the fucking Pizzagate thing, you are all about the Seth Rich thing.
I suppose so. Yeah. That's kind of a safe bet. Dude, did you see Zeitgeist? Do you remember that one guy? He was gonna produce a film about something, and then he mysteriously died in a car crash. Remember? True.
Yeah. See, it's all the dots are coming together now. Here we can see CNN going even further here. A copy of Barreto's resume obtained by CNN last month through a Freedom of Information Act request. You needed a Freedom of Information Act request to get to someone's fucking LinkedIn? What the fuck? She listed as qualifications for the communications job her previous work for a conspiratorial website and YouTube show she co-hosted, on which she made anti-Muslim comments. Really? What's the name of the fucking show? Fuck you, CNN. I kind of hide the truth.
I kind of want to know what the name of the show is supposed to be.
I really need to know it. Was it like Info Battles? You won the battle, but not the war.
The Thinkery? I love Carl. I don't, but
I
do. I love Carl.
You can.
I love Carl.
Fine.
I do.
No, that's fine.
I love Carl.
No, it's fine. No, it's
not easy.
This is the kind of shit, though. This is the kind of shit that the Bilderbergs are fucking banking on. It's about a bunch of dumb fucks who say, "Hey, I took a red pill." What's the red pill do? It makes you see colors and shapes in the carpet.
The Build-A-Bears? The Build-A-Bears?
Yeah, the Build-A-Bear Consortium. They've been controlling global stuffy finances for, honestly, you want to know where the furries came from? God damn. Have you ever heard of false flag operations? That's what they're here to do.
I got a Build-A-Bear from my mom, and it had a Scrabble board because she always liked Scrabble.
Yeah, so, here we have a... And let's remember too, though, this wasn't some random ass chick fired by CNN. This was a Health and Human Services official who was appointed to the communications department initially by the Trump administration, who anti-Muslim comments. That's kind of the soft side of things. It's when we're getting into this new Cernovich Infowars style conservatism, where we actually have a fucking problem. Because if you are, indulging in alternative media because you can't trust the mainstream media, and then you find people like this, of course they're going to make anti-Muslim comments. They're going to have, like, the whole, like, they are replacing us, 1488 bullshit.
Who's replacing who?
Well, apparently somebody's replacing this bitch at Health and Human Services. But,
what's her name?
What is her name again?
Zemina Barreto.
There we go. Oh, that's an ethnic name, though.
Far-right political pundit.
Oh my god! Everyone's on fire right now. They've fired a woman of color, so the left is upset.
Zemina Barreto. I want to know what Zemina Barreto actually looks like. If she feels like she's being, like, replaced, I want to know who she's going to be replaced by.
Oh, she doesn't feel like she's being replaced. Other people feel like they're being replaced by her.
Zemina Barreto. Well, kind
of a smoke show. It's almost like the modern conspiracy bent right wing will buy anything so long as a pretty girl tells it to them. Well,
I can hear the tinfoil. Oh my god, that's fucking great. All right. Well, I don't know who she's getting replaced by, but I'm not really sold on it. Just gotta say.
I hope it's Zoe Saldana.
If she was, like, translucent white and blonde haired and, like, very Nordic and shit, I'd be like, well, I kind of get a beat on what you're talking about. But, like, that looked like some Terra McCarthy kind of shit. You know,
I really do hope CNN picks up the line from basically any edgy alternative media site right now and hires a vapid blonde who will do whatever they say to replace her. That way Lauren Southern can have, like, an entire month's worth of content.
November Mind says, 8 bad Taco Bell. I will be watching the rest of this on the toilet. Excellent. I hope that we give you a soothing experience while you're on the toilet with diarrhea.
Not only that, I welcome you to, while you post in the chat, to understanding the true meaning of shit posting.
Sergeant Buck says, tinfoil yarmulkes for those 100% kosher conspiracies. Excellent. I'm into this idea. Okay, so this next article, this is pretty juicy. I had to find a different article because the one you sent me was kind of weird. But this is all mine. I'm super into this shit. I'm probably gonna piss a lot of people off with my opinion on this, but
there we go.
YouTube removes Infowars video, suspends alt-right channel from live broadcast. This is my jam right here. This is my fuck pig right here.
This won't even help me anymore. This tinfoil yarmulke.
All right. The videos, which are now posted on the alt-right website, include host Alex Jones going off about how Muslims are taking over Europe, as well as another one of him insulting the animated series Drag Toss, which follows drag queen toddlers. Another video, which is titled French President Macron Pretends Crime Rates and Migrants Are Not Correlated, while another titled How to Prevent Liberalism features an older man physically assaulting a young boy. Since the channel has received 3 strikes within 90 days, the violation of YouTube's policy is considered a community strike. Not only are they subject to termination, but the channel is now suspended from live broadcast for 90 days. Now, okay, this is the basic connotation that you have to understand of what's happening with YouTube and Infowars right now. But it's not just this. Recently, Facebook also banned Alex Jones' personal YouTube account for 30 days from actually posting or doing anything with the service. Now, true, other people who are administrators for the Infowars actual page on Facebook can still post. But a lot of people have been coming to me lately, and they're like, well, hey, how do you feel about Infowars getting a community guidelines strike because 4 of their videos were found to be in violation. And my response is this: not enough. Not fucking enough. Not enough. And that might seem a little crazy to you guys, and it might seem a little fucking weird, and I'm gonna explain why. And it's very, very simple why. The reason why I'm kind of pissed off about this and why I don't think this is actually a good thing is because 4 videos found in violation. I respect, regardless of whether or not I have to agree with every decision that they make on their website. I respect the fact that every business has the ability to censor or restrict or police any kind of content on their website. They found 4 videos of Infowars that was fucked up. Well, let me tell you something. There's a lot fucking more. There are way fucking more. But they found 4 and they lumped them together into one. This massive fucking media conglomeration that has a lot of fucking money, and they probably gain a lot of actual revenue for YouTube. So this is a slap on the fucking wrist for Infowars. But you have to understand what Infowars actually is. What this fucking massive, bloated, gigantic piece of shit fucking company actually is. This is the company that spread lies and conspiracies about a fucking mass murder in which a man, a single parent, lost his fucking kid, and because somebody was so absolutely sure of what Infowars was telling him, that dude went and followed that grieving father whose kid was murdered in cold fucking blood for 4 months and chased him around the fucking country because Alex Jones is the only person who's telling you the truth in the news. These are the same people that are trying to espouse that they sell the perfect way in which they can sell this or sell that. And this is the way that we're going to be like solving these different types of health problems with our supplements and our bullshit. I understand about the nature of free speech. I understand the nature that we should be allowing everybody to talk. But this is what really pisses me off. We all have to obey by these rules. We all do. We all do. And if I made 4 fucking videos and YouTube had a problem with 4 of those fucking videos, my channel would be gone. Gone. Ripped off the face of fucking YouTube and destroyed. But because it's a massive media conglomeration that has a lot of money behind it, Infowars is not going to fucking go anywhere. And that is bullshit. It's bullshit.
I have a slightly different take.
I'll go for it.
If you are the kind of person who watches Infowars, if you think Paul Joseph Watson has got a great line and a really solid beat on the pulse of our fucking cultures and shit, simply because he opposes the leftists,
right?
And if you buy into the kind of shit that Infowars and Prison Planet sell you, you're probably, what's the word? A fucking moron. You're probably fucking retarded. I mean, there's no helping you at this point. Now, with this ban, however, and with it coming as close as it is to the midterm elections, I can't help but think that though they think they're doing a good job, these censors, in this sense, are really shooting themselves in the fucking foot. And this is because the one thing that these horseshit mongers really thrive on is the notion that, like, they are being repressed. They're no different than the feminists or SJWs that you've seen displayed on so many channels talking about how they are so oppressed. The oppression narrative works in Infowars' favor here. It works in these horseshit mongers' favor as you swallow their lead-laden pills. Because while they're always trying to tell you that they're going to give you the truth and that they're being silenced by the machine, well, then actual machines show up to silence them. Now, in my opinion, and it's a sad thing too, because to have seen the growth of these simpering fuckwits in this sense, it's distressing. It's the kind of thing like maybe our species does in fact deserve to be wiped out, you know, by a comet or a plague or whatever. But at the same time, if human beings, if societies in general, especially supposedly advanced, awesome societies like the West, those which ought to be preserved against the barbaric, primitive hordes that are at our gates, are to survive, we ought to be the kinds of societies that when we see horseshit peddled by horseshit merchants like Alex Jones or Paul Joseph Watson, that when we see that, we should be able to categorically reject it on the basis that it's full of shit. But instead, because this culture war horse shit that so many people have bought into, thinking that there are actual sides in an actual war, while not recognizing that it's the same recurring pattern of dog shit ideologies being peddled on the public simply for the fact that they think they have a shot. If we cannot reject that notion and reject these dog shit notions that Infowars and Prison Planet are selling us, well, then yes, we probably do very well deserve to be smashed to bits by a comet, and hopefully when the biological material reassembles after millions of years, it allows a more intelligent species to spring from its ashes. But if that's not the case, what I would say to you, YouTube, Facebook, all of you guys, while I understand your impetus to actually trying to quiet down the voices of dog shit fucking conspiracy theory monger bullshit in this way, especially as we're approaching elections, you are doing nothing more than feeding into the rabid fucking nonsense that their base really laps up, because their base is not smart enough to tell the difference between being sold a line of bullshit and being sold a clever line of bullshit. Okay. With a shiny veneer.
Okay, we gotta get Monkey in on this conversation. We really honestly do. We really do. But real quick, I wanna read the super chats real fast. And we'll deal with everything else with Monkey as well, because Monkey's great about this conversation. Here. I know. Let's see. Rhino says, ate good Taco Bell. I too will be spending the rest of the show on the toilet because it's fucking Taco Bell. Undoomed said, Jeff wants Alex Jones cummies confirmed. I miss you, Undoomed. I love you so much, buddy. I really do. Even though I've been chugging this soy lately, buddy. I really have. Let's get Monkey. Let's get Monkey. All right. I hope everything actually worked out okay. With
nothing else has
with the windows. I know.
Let's find out.
I know. Let's see. Is this gonna work out okay? Monkey?
Hello?
Monkey? Yes. Okay. So I need
okay,
you.
I got shit to say. Hang on.
Yes. Please. Go for it.
Things.
Go for it.
First of all, you said you guys might change the day you guys do your show, right?
Yep.
Because nobody streams on Saturdays.
Yep.
Saturday is one of the 2 days I host our stream, you fuckwits.
Oh, you could totally find another
day.
But
I'm throwing that out there. I don't own Saturday. I'm just saying, you said nobody, and you turned me into a nobody.
Yeah, but Lord of the
Monkey,
Lords
you've got
of the
a
night,
bigger. Listen, dude,
Lords of the Night streams every day
these days. So what the fuck? Who the fuck am I to say?
Do you understand how big my ego is and how stroked it needs to be?
Probably as big and oversaturated as your avatar right now.
Oh God, what was the other thing you guys talked about? Oh, you guys touched on David Hogg.
Yeah,
I want to address what Jeff said. Why does anybody talk about this kid? And here's why I do.
Yeah,
every time I see him tweet, I have to respond to it. He is my guilty pleasure in the political world right now.
Okay, why? Why?
Because he doesn't know how dumb he is. And I don't mean that as in like he's some retarded guy. He honestly doesn't know how dumb he is because he's uneducated, and most of the stuff he says, he just spews. I mean, he actually.
Are you saying he's like a fucking tween white version of Candace Owens?
Basically, yes. Because this is a kid who tweeted out, and you guys have to remember this is that he also is very much into having authority take care of our problems for us and getting rid of guns and everything. And he actually tweeted out one time that authority only has meaning if you pay attention to it. I'm paraphrasing, but I was like, dude, your whole shtick is about,
people paying attention to you.
Yeah, following, the government's orders. You're trying to get more government control, and you're saying, "Don't worry, guys, you just don't pay attention to it." Like you're a fuckwit.
I get it. I get it. I totally do.
For me, it's just the following he has with the stupid he says just amuses me to no end.
Does he really have that strong of a following though?
Dude, have you paid attention to how many retweets he gets?
No.
Thousands and thousands for every stupid fucking thing.
Really?
It's almost as though like these people with these ideals will just sort of. I mean, because David Hogg gets retweeted by celebrities too.
Yes,
and that's where that comes from. I mean, like, I'm a big fan of Ron Perlman. I think he's a brilliant actor.
Right.
But if I hear one more fucking political hot take, and the sad thing is too, is it's not even his positions. it's basically like hearing Clay from Sons of Anarchy be like, "Yeah, this is my political position." Like, why the fuck am I supposed to care? This is like being blocked by John Cusack. It's like, wait, how important do you think you are?
Right.
His are weird too because they often are like the one about not washing his hands after he pissed on him to shake someone's hand. I'm like,
wait, what?
Right.
What?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Well,
no.
The tweet was kind of weird because it's hard to tell whether he's talking about Harvey Weinstein or Donald Trump Jr. I think he meant Donald Trump Jr.
I thought he meant Weinstein.
Well, that's the thing. You have to look at the tweet, and it kind of comes off like he was talking about Trump Jr. But what he said is that he had a chance to meet him, and he was supposed to shake his hand. So what he did is he went to the bathroom first, pissed all over his hand, and then shook his hand.
That's awesome.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
and it accomplishes nothing.
No, of course it doesn't.
It
doesn't accomplish anything at all. Of course it doesn't. But that's hilarious.
I just wish I got that many retweets that time. I shit in my hand because I was on acid, and I thought it was just like the secret to curing AIDS or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, like usually when I have a problem with somebody, I cut out the middleman. I don't even piss on my hand. I just piss on that person. I mean, whatever.
Well, that would make more sense because it's not like I took this bold stand that person doesn't even know I did. Good job. But Hogg for me is just I enjoy it because it's he does have such a huge following and what he says most of the time is absolutely fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get on to your Infowars thing.
Yes. This is a pretty good one. By the way, I do want to let a helpful friend know in the chat know. If you do actually want to spend $5 trying to insinuate some rather nasty thing about my wife, well, that's cool. Absolutely, I appreciate you sending me $5 to send that. I'm not gonna read your message, and I'm just gonna ban you from the chat. Just gonna let you know. Thanks for your $5 though, buddy.
$5 well spent.
That's $5 well spent.
Get yourself kicked off.
Here's a little tip for the wannabe edgy boys out there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go after people's families because it only makes you look like a sad faggot.
Yeah.
I've only banned one person, and that's because they made a sexual comment about my granddaughter.
Yeah,
and that is the only time I've ever been pissed off on stream. Like, are you?
No, I mean that's the thing.
Mind?
No, here's the thing. Like, I mean, like this YouTube, Twitter, social media, fucking hey, we're all in a culture war shit, whatever it might be. Like, if you're the kind of sad fucking cunt who will just actually degenerate. That's how the word's actually used too. It's a verb. If you will degenerate to a point in which you will actually try and talk shit about people's families, guess what? You're a fucking you're like the lowest of the low. Congratulations. Mm-hmm. You've gone beyond that which Pole is capable of. You are a sad sack piece of shit who ought to just off themselves.
I will literally.
What else do you have to do?
I will literally be buying a bottle of super cheap champagne, drinking with my wife, and then fuck this shit out of her. And I'll think of you just for a minute. Hey, you helped make this whole thing happen.
Whoa, dude, That's a fucking hell of a gift, though, because honestly, like, I don't think anybody in the history of the world has ever thought about a sad sack troll while they've actually fucked.
Oh, I think about them all
like,
the time.
Not
man.
even like, I mean, like, you know, not
God.
even the hooker that they bought to lose their V card. Fuck it, you know. I mean, what are they thinking about? Probably not that person.
Okay, so monkey. So this Infowars thing, how do you feel about it?
I want to thank you, Jeff, because you pointed this out better than I could when you mentioned that if you had done what Jones is accused of with his channel, you'd be gone. Period.
Absolutely.
There's a great article about this, and I didn't hear it in the one that you were reading, but YouTube actually came out and said that they treat all of their creators exactly the same.
But we know that's bullshit.
It's like that's nonsense, and we all know it. Who the fuck are you lying to?
We absolutely know that's bullshit.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm sorry. They told me. Here's the thing. They told me this recently. Right now, maybe my content has turned to shit. Maybe it has. Right. But the very fact that upon every upload, I notice a very distinct pattern of people being purged. And then I look at the analytics and I see, oh, they call this a dead account. They call this an inactive account. Yeah, no, YouTube is, I mean, between the very fact, and this is what kills me about the Infowars thing. And this is why I hate the fact that I have to defend these simpering faggots in the face of YouTube censorship. But we are, you know, it's been noted time and time again. We are this close to the election, right? So what? They hit him with a couple. Here's the thing: a few months back, they hit him with 1 or 2 community strikes, and then just as we're coming into the midterms,
right?
They decide we're gonna hit them with a community strike, and they can't stream for 90 days. What does that lead to? That's fucking curious, isn't it?
It doesn't really lead to anything, though, and this is something that we have to pay attention to.
No, fuck off! It doesn't lead to anything. What happens 90 days from now? 3 months from now?
The election.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, YouTube decided now they're going to ban them.
But the thing is, you have to understand that while yes, Infowars cannot stream their broadcast, like, does everybody forget that Infowars actually has an actual contract in which their broadcast, the Alex Jones actual report that he does himself, is broadcast to thousands of fucking radio stations every day.
Do you think
every fucking day? Every day.
Do you think the rainbow-haired twinks running fucking YouTube right now actually think about that?
But the thing is that his base, the base of people who invite this type of power base that believe specifically in who Alex Jones is, none of that is going away. And all those people are still going to be listening to Alex Jones. They're all going to be listening to it because they listen to it on the AM radio all the fucking time. That's how I used to listen to Alex Jones all the time.
Yeah. Worse than that, though. I mean, these, you know, what we're getting now, though, is that Alex Jones and Infowars get to turn around and say, the machine is silencing us because they don't want you to know the truth. By the way, buy this bottle of lead I have for you to take in capsule form.
It cures everything.
Fuck off.
Right.
This is what I hate. I fucking despise Infowars through and through. It's a dog shit fucking platform.
Sure.
These people will shill horse shit to you, and then they will try and sell you poisonous nutraceuticals to keep their fucking revenue up. But all the same, and then when we get companies like YouTube and Facebook saying, oh, well, we're not going to allow this content because it's fake news, I'm fucking sorry. Do you guys, are you trying to feed their narrative? Are you trying to convince people
yeah, I want to hear
on their behalf that they are trying to silence you?
I want to hear
I get what you're saying there, but my problem with the whole we're not allowing this because they do fake news stuff is if you look at any news platform right now, it's what they're all doing. There was actually an article the other maybe a week and a half ago now where the Washington Post was caught using a parody site as a source for a story.
Oh yeah.
And they had to come out and apologize for it. And how can you say that
it's more than fucking Infowars did when they got caught for the same thing?
Sure, but how can you say that any one of them is worse than the other? Now, what Jeff was talking about with what Alex Jones, the crazy shit that he does that leads somebody to chase a
Sandy Hook and Pizzagate and shit like that, yeah.
Alex Jones himself tends to walk a very fine line.
Right.
Because like with Sandy Hook, as far as I've seen, he has never actually said that didn't happen or it was a government conspiracy. He always has somebody else come on to say it for him.
It's almost like it's almost like Alex Jones is a fucking coward and a shill.
No, he's smart. He's smart, yes, because exactly. He has people say the things that he could get in legal trouble to say. But the problem is that's really obvious. That's really, really obvious. Like we can see that. From
my perspective, I don't know what exactly they got hit for. What YouTube violation it was. Did the article even say?
Yeah, there was kind of.
Well, I mean, the two I know about were the first one was he accused his channel accused Sandy Hook survivors of being crisis actors.
Oh no, he didn't even get a strike for that. Like what the things that he got in trouble for was going off about Muslims taking over Europe in one of them, which I mean, like, right, which don't get me wrong, like depending on the context, like I can see his point in those types of videos. Sure. At one point, going off about drag tots, which if you have kind of a conservative bent, I can see why drag tots, the drag queen toddler show, is probably pretty fucking weird and offensive.
If you have a fucking parental bent, you can see why that's a fucking problem.
Right. French President Macron pretends crime rates and migrants are not correlated. And then the last one was how to prevent liberalism, which actually turned out to be a Paul Joseph Watson video. And that's kind of the thing that drives me the most crazy about this situation is the things that they got nailed for are not the worst examples of the things that they've done. But the thing, okay, what makes me the most upset about Infowars is the same thing that makes me mad about Candace Owens, or Charlie Kirk, or any of those fucking people. The thing that makes me mad about it is, like, I have a lot of conservative friends. I have a lot of right-leaning people, and they have very traditional lifestyles, and their homes, and that's how they view things. They're very Christian. These are the only people in pop culture, in internet pop culture, that they have to look at as their talking heads. And these people are fucking awful. They're fucking terrible. Now, like my friends who are conservative, they have a point. They have a viewpoint that I respect and I pay attention to, and I have nothing against them at all. But like the people that are out there trying to represent them are so fucking bad. They're so shitty, and I feel bad for conservatives because of this.
Well, it
makes me mad.
Well, this is the other, and this is like, coupling on to that point, I guess. The very fact that, you've got Paul Joseph Watson, the front man for a conspiracy theory website. And here's the thing. I remember Infowars and Prison Planet from back in like 2005, back when Loose Change came out, and everyone was like, oh my God. And I remember Alex Jones sitting there ranting about how he had cops telling him, oh, we've got a plan to come and get you, Jones. We're going to kill you and this and that. He's consistently been running a victim narrative, but a more militant one than the other side does for over a fucking decade. Now we've gotten to a point, though. Where like the anti-Trump hysteria, the nonsense SJW progressive narrative has gone so far that this kind of horse shit is actually accepted as conservative thought. Like, I miss the days when people were talking about small government. These days we're talking about, like, we've got Candace Owens, every other fucking tweet she makes, which gets over like, 10,000 retweets, whatever it might be, about, I'm a black conservative female, y'all. And oh my God, these black Democrats, these black liberals, they're just a hive mind that don't
leave
think
the
like
plantation, y'all.
all
I
this
can't
shit,
see
and
her
then
tweets. She blocked me a long time ago.
Good for you.
Wait, hang on.
I've been bagging on this. I've been bagging on this harpy cunt for fucking months now. I still haven't been blocked, so I'm guessing maybe she's got a different block bot.
How did you get blocked by Candace Owens, man?
When she first made her comeback and everybody was talking about social autopsy again, I made a video with my thoughts on Candace, and then I said something to her on Twitter, basically because she was, she defending herself. I never did any of that. I'm not touching this. It's like, bitch, it's still up. I didn't call her a bitch, but I'm like, the site is still up, and it literally takes 2 seconds to take a site down.
No, but this is the fucking point of it, though.
I pointed that out to her, and I was suddenly blocked.
This is the fucking point of it, though, right? This is where we've come to in terms of our political dialogue and who we look to. I mean, look at what's the most prominent public intellectual we've got right now? Jordan Peterson, trying to convince you that Jesus and lobsters are the reasons that you need to clean your room. Fuck off with that. And then we've got what?
I like
Monkey. No,
you like
Peterson?
I
like Peterson's lectures. I like Peterson's lectures, but my point here, though, is that, like, what the in the fucking hysteria that has come out of shit, right? It's gotten to such a tribalistic point that, like, you're either MAGA 2020. Yeah, Candace Owens is a brave new fucking voice, despite the fact she ran a doxing site about a year or two ago. Oh yeah, no, we'll forgive that. Let's just run with it.
Want to hear?
Yeah, no, and this is the thing. And you got Paul Joseph Watson, who is basically like, he's gone from you can find an interview with him in which he cites David Icke as his central inspiration, a man who believes in the lost city of Atlantis and reptilian overlords. That's who got Watson into the thing. And all of a sudden now he's a conservative hero for going against for going the anti-SJW route. Yeah. Well, all of a sudden, this is the problem. Hang on, Monkey. This is the problem. Conservatism has been taken over by the anti-SJW meme, which has allowed simpering fuckwits like Paul Joseph Watson and Candace Owens and Mike Cernovich, to become fucking heroes. And when we look at what they do, we got Candace Owens playing identity politics as well as any feminist ever could. We have Paul Joseph Watson, who takes unsourced, unverified DMs. And I only say this because this is my interaction with him. Unverified, unsourced DMs. And say from people saying they're senior executives from fucking NBC and they're going to throw the election for Hillary. And he runs that story only to be lambasted in the mainstream media for doing so. And then when he's confronted, I asked him about that when he was trying to be like, you can't trust the mainstream media. They don't trust their sources. I asked him about what he did. And you know what his response was? Look at my views. This is what we fucking created. This is what exists right now, and we're supposed to take it seriously. Why? Because it's against SJWs. Please, somebody come around and fucking kill me.
That's not the problem. I agree with you absolutely, but the problem is, at this point, it has been set up to where everything Alex Jones says makes sense if you're looking at it from a certain way. Look at some of the things that we've seen stories about.
Functionally retarded?
No. We actually had news stories because Donald Trump had 2 scoops of ice cream.
He did.
Literally stories blasting the man because he had
none of.
Hang on. Nick, hang on. Sorry.
So what we have done with our mainstream media, and I actually include Fox News with this, is we have had such a bent towards the SJWs. That some people, anything that goes against that, they're willing to grab onto it because they have nothing else to grab onto. They have no center. There is no center anymore. You have crazy or crazier.
And you have vernaculars.
Well, you have me too. I feel like I'm pretty centered myself, and I get a lot of shit for that as well.
I think you are too. Yeah.
I don't blame Infowars for this. I don't blame Candace for this. These are people who know marketing. That's all they are.
Yep.
I don't believe that they believe a fucking word they say.
100%.
But they also know how to sit here and go, okay, I'm the victim, and then anything that happens, hey, look, I was the victim, I was right. And then it's not them doing it. They're playing the hand that's already dealt.
I completely agree. And actually, in the same swipe, though, this is why I fucking hate YouTube and Facebook's decision, because it gives them everything they need to tell the public. They don't want you to know the truth.
And for the record, I feel the same way for my liberal friends, like Jeff was, or maybe it was you. I forget which one. Sorry, my memory sucks. But you were saying, it was Jeff. Your conservative friends, they have nothing else to look at. The SJW line out there, that's everywhere. That's all you see for liberals.
Sure.
And I have a lot of liberal friends who think it's a bunch of nonsense.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Absolutely. I mean, but like, okay, so maybe this is just me. But I keep running into this really big problem lately. So let's take a look at like the current heroes that we have right now, the actual people that we prop up for kind of an individual type of worship. You've got Jordan Peterson, who is undoubtedly, I don't think anybody's going to argue this. Like he is on the right. He's on the right. He's arguing right talking points. They're very Christian, almost fundamentalist, but not quite fundamentalist in like a lens of psychology.
Traditionalist, I think is a better word.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Traditionalist, and I don't think. I think that 90% of what Jordan Peterson says is usually fine. Not necessarily good. Some of it's good. Some of it's like meh, and usually pretty benign. But the things that he says that are bad, like me as a liberal, as like a weird, rampant, sex freak, degenerate piece of shit, like I look at that 10% and I'm like, attack, and I want to attack. I want to rip it apart. I don't. I might tease him quite a bit because of it, but I don't like make an attack video on Jordan Peterson because of it. But like his talk with Matt Dillahunty was embarrassing. Was honestly embarrassing. Matt Dillahunty fucking destroyed him. Absolutely destroyed him. But that's not to say that what he said had no value. What he said did absolutely have a type of value for the type of people who hold the type of values that he believes in and that would resonate with him. At the same time, and I can respect that, and I do. I totally respect it. It's totally fine for me. I'm still going to make fun of him, but whatever. I make fun of everybody. The thing that's driving me crazy, though, and this is what I'm really curious about, and what your take is, Monkey, is that Ortiz woman, that councilman over in New York, that young lady. That's what I want to know what you think about her, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. This woman, she might have some weird, crazy, fucked up ideas, and I agree, they're pretty weird and crazy and fucked up. But this woman is like the fucking spiritual successor to the Bernie Bro movement.
I think, one, she's getting a lot more attention than she deserves because... Agreed. Because it is the whole Bernie thing. And if she'd anywhere outside of New York or California, chances are she would not have won her primary. It is amazing that she won the primary she did, because it was against the number 4 Democrat in the House.
Absolutely.
But that was his fault. He absolutely refused to go. He refused to go to the debate in the fucking county. Yep. And she was accusing him the whole time of, not caring about his constituents. Good job proving her right, dumbass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, also let's also highlight that she's going to a big Islamic event with Linda Sarsour.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Oh, I'm watching that like a fucking hawk, dude. Oh, I am. No, but go ahead.
I didn't really have an opinion on her other than good for her for winning her race until I saw the video from, was it PBS, where she did the interview and was asked about Israel, and she said that the Israelis were occupying Palestine, and the interviewer went, "What was that?" And she started mumbling to herself. The way she tried to answer, she got really quiet, and she didn't really. She just talked utter shit. And instead of going, you know what? I don't know. I need to look into that more. She just flew off with whatever fucking shit was in her head. It was so goddamn dumb, but so indicative of politics these days.
You know,
I know.
I'll say this much for her.
She's cute.
Well,
oh yeah. She's super cute.
But I mean, like, part of me, and maybe this is 'cause I'm running for office myself. I do like the idea of outliers making it in, because here's the thing: like, she can take her democratic socialism, her her bartender in Brooklyn version of what the world should be like to Congress, right?
Yeah. The rich bartender from Brooklyn.
Not gonna make a fucking bit of difference. Not a fucking bit.
Well, see, that's where it gets interesting, is because there's a party fight right now because of her. Mm-hmm. Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders are lining up with her to try to take over the party. And here's the thing, Democrats, I'm telling you, if you never want to win again, go ahead and do that, because most of the country, and you can look at your fucking congressional map to back me up on this, are not like that. Well, we are not at a point where most people are ready to embrace.
Brooklyn is like that.
Well,
Brooklyn. But here's the thing. Okay, Brooklyn has been filled up with and I can use this word nicely. Privileged fucking hipsters. Like, if you're just like a white liberal in America working a shit job, living paycheck to paycheck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the fucking the whole notion of fucking or whatever her name is, communism, whatever the fuck it is. We're gonna turn it red, guys. Yeah,
I couldn't remember her name the other day. I called her it's oregano.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's fucking appealing to them, right? Especially like white hipsters in Brooklyn who have suddenly discovered the plight of having to pay expensive rent so you can live in a place that you genuinely desire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're suddenly noticing, oh wow, the cost of living isn't like it was when my parents were paying for me to go through college. I'm totally down for that. Now, if we take that, and I don't even think it's fair to really compare it to like Sanders, because I mean Sanders is like, he's already he's taken shit in the past too for like going against things that he liked, but then realized weren't economically feasible.
Right.
Yeah. If we're going for like, if we're gonna look to like, where the Democratic Party, I just want that fucking party to die, honestly. Sure. And if she can help quicken that, that's great. But at the same time, when we look at what she is, where she comes from, and all that, it's fucking hipster Brooklyn. Brooklyn used to be a working class neighborhood, and the reason that it used to be Democrat was because it was pro-union. It was like, yeah, hey, holy shit, you're in favor of things that will like actually help my family. These days, New York Brooklyns are no different than San Francisco liberals, right? The Brooklyn liberals, it's the same thing. It's this hipster fucking mentality about, well, wait a second, hang on. Like, other people produce shit and other people do stuff, and they should pay for me to like pursue my degree in fucking basket weaving.
Oh, don't get me started on that shit. We don't need free college. What we need is less college. A whole bunch less college.
Oh no, we need like free trade schools.
Focus on trade schools. Yeah, focus on trade schools would be great. Well, okay, so here's the thing that's been driving me crazy quite a bit. Sure. I've been pretty vocal about it. I'm not happy with Trump. There are definitely things that it seems like maybe he might be doing well at, but that's up for debate. Every time I bring up that I think maybe like some of his trade deals are good, some of my lefty friends are like, except for this, and this is what he's doing bad about trade, and then my conservative friends are like, yeah, but he's doing really good about this, and it just gets in like this weird. I honestly don't know. I'm not an economics major. I don't know where the fuck to stand on it. But here's what I want. I like competition. I'm a capitalist. I'm a capitalist. I think conflict breeds the best out of us as well, and I think that should apply to politics as well. So I know because of what happened with the last election, with the corruption of the DNC, was probably a huge factor on why Trump won. So right now, so you're telling me that Bernie and Ortiz and Warren and all of them are trying to like totally fuck up the DNC and like make the DNC into an actual like hardline liberal, maybe you could even call it maybe a democratic socialist party.
Yeah, that's what they're called. What they're pushing for. Yeah.
Right. So the question that I have for you, Monkey, is knowing that the corruption in the DNC probably led to the Democrats not being able to field a decent opponent to Trump, which would be better? Which would be better? People who are democratic socialists that are trying to subvert the entire nature of the corrupt organism, the long-standing organism that is the DNC, or a career politician that will just toe the line and is fielded simply because they might have a chance of winning based on politics. Which would you like? Which would you be more in favor?
I never that whole thing. Well, only this person can win. That is so fucking stupid.
Oh no, I agree. Dumb. I agree.
You should put up somebody there. Your vote is supposed to be for somebody who represents you, and you're never going to get somebody identical, but close enough, or as close as you can get.
Right.
So for me, whether you're voting for Oregano or whatever the hell her name is, or you're voting for Hillary, I don't care, as long as you're voting for somebody that represents your ideology.
Right.
I think the Democratic Party needs a Trump. They need their own Trump.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And Bernie's not it. I'm sorry, guys. Bernie is not it. All he did was.
I volunteer as tribute.
There you go. We'll have Nick do it, because they need somebody in there who's like, no, I don't give a shit about your party. I don't give a shit about your politics in the party. This is what I'm gonna do. Right. Vote for me if that's what you want. And no matter what you think about Trump, that's what he did. His whole thing the whole time was fuck the Republicans. And there was even a fight near the end of the election where the Republicans themselves were like, fuck this guy. And Trump was over there just with his finger up, going, I'm taking over your party. This is what I'm going to do for people. Now,
as a liberal, I actually really respected that aspect of Trump, being him flipping off the fucking Republican Party. I thought that was great.
And as a politician myself now, let me put some ones in the chat if you want to see this happen.
Yeah, that's what they need. They need somebody, because and this is going to, well, it's not going to, it should. The Republicans should look at what happened, because most of the stuff that Trump won on is stuff Republicans have been talking about for decades. Like building the wall, that was not Trump's idea. No, I've been hearing about this since I first started watching politics, and I was like 14 at the time. So you're talking 30 years ago.
Clinton.
And the Republicans are like, we're going to build the wall, going to build the wall. They have absolute power now. And, I'm not sure we want to do that. Like, okay, he got elected doing this. And the only thing he did was tell them what they wanted to hear, what you've been promising. This is a fucking party. Oh, sorry. They finally get power after they've told us for literally 6 years, we're going to repeal and replace Obamacare. We have a plan. That's what they told us. We have a plan.
Right.
No. And they get in there and we don't have a plan, y'all. Yeah. And they can't figure out how the fuck Trump won.
And it's still, and we still got Obamacare. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
I feel patriotic as fuck. Being billed $600 or so that I can pay for the fact that I couldn't afford healthcare.
Yes.
To begin with, that was great.
I got Obamacare. It was awesome.
It depends on who you are, whether it was awesome or not.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, it was. For a lot of people, it wasn't. For me, the biggest problem with Obamacare is we either need to go back to what we did, or go full single payer. I don't care which one we do.
Sure.
Obamacare's not working properly.
You know what fucking kills me about that debate, though, is the notion, right? And this is like, I mean, I campaigned and actually worked for, pushing Obama into the presidency in 2008 on the basis of Obamacare. with
sorry.
with my central thing being like a public option. Like
Sure.
you hear people so often like, oh my God, Canada and England hate it, and then I talk to most English or Canadians and they love their healthcare. They honestly fucking mostly do.
They do.
But
they do.
All the same, the notion of like all of a sudden there's a public healthcare option you can take, that doesn't negate or all of a sudden like dissolve the notion of private healthcare. Everyone thinks like, oh my God, if we have public healthcare, then that's going to be the end of private healthcare. And no, if private does it better and does it more like does it with better costs, hey, that's great.
Now
I'm all about it.
But I'm a military brat, so I've seen how the government runs healthcare. So, and seriously,
me too.
I don't really want to get into the story, but my mom is dead because of government healthcare.
Right.
She went to doctors who showed up to collect a paycheck because that's all they had to do. So I'm not a huge fan of it.
My father's alive because of it, though.
If we're going to look at this honestly, Obamacare doesn't work. It just doesn't, because it wasn't meant to. Obamacare was meant to give money to insurance companies. What it turned out to be, maybe in the start that wasn't what it was, but what it actually is a way to get young, healthy people who weren't buying insurance pushed into the market so that they could cover the costs of healthcare.
That's almost like how insurance works fundamentally anyway. Wow.
But you get the choice usually.
Unless you get like a benefits program through your work.
Sure. And
no,
well, everywhere I've worked, you've had a choice of even, what options to take. And what Obamacare did was force you into certain things that, for instance, gay people have to have fucking maternity coverage. It's fucking stupid. So either go single payer or go back to how it was, because this half-ass shit is wrong.
No, that's the point too, and the worst part too. And I'm running as a libertarian right now, and I'll say this openly. It was a funny thing I actually found out here in New Hampshire. Healthcare co-ops are illegal. Nonprofit healthcare co-ops are illegal in this state for some fucking reason, right?
Insurance companies have a lot of money. That's why.
Oh no, it does, and this is where it really fucking grinds my gears. It really grinds my gears. But the point is that it, like, when we have this environment, and coming back to what we were talking about before, because we have to move on. No, but I mean, we have this environment where things are so divided, so polarized, right? If you like the idea of public healthcare options, all of a sudden you're a fucking communist, yeah? And there's no actually discussing how policy works. It's just, are you on the right and on the side of Candace Owens and Paul Joseph Watson and all these people? Or are you on the left and on the side of this Cortez, whoever the fuck she is, and all these other people? There's no actual room to discuss how things could work. Like, there's no room to discuss, like, hey, if we had actually a public healthcare option and private healthcare was, like, forced to compete with that, like, could we actually find ourselves fixing a system that works? No. We have to trust either in the government or the private market, and that's the long and short of it. There's no wiggle room. You can't actually think for yourself. Follow these people who are telling you how awful the leftists or the Nazis or whoever the fuck they're talking about are, and then go from there. And don't think too hard on it. Otherwise, you might come up with a thought that might confuse the people who you're talking to.
So
you just heard. You just heard my entire argument about healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear me support public healthcare?
I did.
I have been accused of pushing public healthcare because I say either go one way or the other. it's like, no, you guys need to sit down and have a conversation about which one works best. Because what we have now doesn't.
Monkey, let me offer you this too. This is what fucking breaks my heart the most too, is that throughout all of it, the notion of the American can-do spirit is so consistently lost. Because we, like the biggest argument against public health care is like, oh, look at Britain, look at Canada, right? And both of those countries, everyone I talk to loves what they have for the most part, unless they have an ideological bent otherwise. But even outside of that, what the fuck happened to the notion that we are America?
Oh, God.
We can make shit work. We can actually we can take what doesn't work elsewhere and make it better because we're fucking Americans. We know how to make shit work. Yeah. What the fuck happened to that?
Hey, Nick.
Hi, Bubba.
So I guess they're back from the river. This skinhead neo-Nazi here was bringing my wife home to me. So
well, that's a good interlude actually, because we have another segment to move on to.
We do.
What are we talking about?
What are we doing? This is Ian, everybody. This is Ian.
Hi, Ian.
How's it going, Nick?
Well, hey,
and it's Ranting Monkey.
Ian.
And Ranting Monkey's
here. Oh, Ranting Monkey's here as well. Oh, that would be the monkey on the screen.
Yeah.
That's me.
What's going on?
So are we gonna do? Well, I need to read super chats real quick though.
All right, you go through those, and then we move on to the next segment.
All right, so JSC.
That was a good segment. Although I feel like we came off of conspiracy theories, which I
we did.
Oh, I missed the conspircy.
You did.
God damn it! And I got my tinfoil hat out in the car and everything.
Undoom says, "Wow, Mems, you look different."
Well, you know when you start,
Mem's got on the HRT
up here and pulling it out this way.
He needs to go back up there. Yeah. Kid wants to come and hang out. JSC Hong says, please invite Styx, Hex, and Hammer 666 onto the Saints. I would absolutely be down to talk to Styx, but I feel like that conversation might get a little weird and heated, but I'm down for having the conversation with him. Absolutely.
Honestly, like, I'm running for office in the state next to the state that he almost ran for office in. Yeah. I mean, we're not like big deals or nothing like, Andy Worski or something, but maybe we could get him. Maybe.
Wait, you're running for office. I live in Oregon. How can I support you?
You can't.
Yeah.
Nah, how can I not support your opponent?
PAC.
Well, we could mail him beer. That would work.
Yeah, we got good beer here in Oregon.
We do. Jay Caesar says Chad Jones at Cringe Wars will be fine. Unfortunately, that's true.
We got good beer here, and what are we drinking?
We're drinking
fucking
Paps. I know. We're drinking Paps. Giovanna Liviana says Nick, SJWs are aggressive, not progressive. There's nothing progressive about being a self-righteous, puritanical busybody. But that's the thing that's interesting, though. We have to pay attention to the fact that the right, the more emboldened that the right gets, the more that there are right-wing SJWs, and that's true.
Yes.
Like,
wait, and SJWs are regressive and puritanical.
That's like how you describe an evangelical.
Right. There's most social justice warriors I've come across are the absolute opposite of the puritanical. Like they're Puritans. No. They're Puritans in the polar opposite, so that they have absolute zeros in the opposite of where the Puritans have absolute zeros.
How would you describe an SJW? Monkey.
I want to address that because we've talked about this several times. Mm-hmm. We've almost gotten to a point where the SJWs have become the Puritans, where sex is almost a bad thing to them. Mm-hmm. They still tell you, free sex, all that, but don't touch somebody wrong. Don't say the wrong word. We just read a story yesterday about a retarded kid who got kicked out of college because he asked to go for... What, is that your next story? Okay. Anyway, we've gotten to the point where they've almost made sex a bad thing where it used to be, to where we're almost to the point where we're going to have chaperones on dates again.
Oh God.
No, I totally understand where you're coming from with the if you don't have if you don't have yes, this is okay every step of the way. Yes, that is totally one of those things that comes across as you need to have they need to say this is fine. I'm okay with this every fucking step of the way. Will we swear on this?
Yeah, like every 10 minutes, like, do I have your consent to continue to kiss you?
Sure.
Do I have your
consent?
Right? Yeah. Every thrust needs consent.
Yeah. Is this one okay? Yeah. Is this one okay? No. Ah,
right.
God. But it's okay now.
But that's what's so weird though is like that hails back to like evangelical Christian idealism.
No, it's Puritan. It's puritanical idealism.
Yeah.
It's Puritanism. No, it is, and we've come full circle. And honestly, like I almost would want to applaud Cernovich at this point because he's given us the next arc of the circle. Holy shit!
He's given us gorilla energy.
This is how it works, though. I mean, when you give in to dumb fucks who want to play into your political biases, you end up with dumb fucks who genuinely want to latch onto your brand so they can advance their political biases. And this is the nature of the culture war, folks. Congratulations. If you think there's any difference between... I mean, I remember actually talking with Sargon before the alt-right was a thing. I was hoping, I'm like, do you think maybe the backswing of this thing will end up being like an individualist libertarian, like don't tell me what to do thing? And he had no idea because Sargon.
I keep waiting for that backswing because that's what it should be.
No, it's not happening. You know what happened? We get the fucking alt-right. We get JF Garapay who wants to put his dick in potatoes. We get fucking...
That is the speech or rap right there. You cannot be speech or rapping me.
And look at how it came up. Oh my god, it came up through the edgy circles. My god, dude, have you seen that fucking Worski kid? Oh my god, he's so fucking cool. He's setting his nipple on fire and shit.
Right.
No, we didn't get an individual libertarian backswing against the SJW left. Instead, what we got was an alt-right bunch of fuckers who think, oh, I need to be around white people because white people all, like, we're a fucking hive mind. Oh yeah, guess what, Golden One? I think you're a fucking retard, and there's nothing that's gonna change that.
I would love to have a stream where me and Monkey like decompile what identitarianism actually means. I think that'd be fucking great.
Let me know when, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Okay, so Matt Cook says, the globalist main agenda is to enslave humanity on a Death Star-like planetary structure. Once this planet has been mined of all its resources, wanna boost your testosterone, my patented blank. Fair. That's fair.
Star Killer Base. Star Killer Base.
Star Killer Base, for sure. Giovanna Liviana says, Bernie won over Hillary in many states of the Midwest. If the Democrats stick with the Clintonite wing, they'll join the Whigs and the anti-Masons. I don't know. I mean, like, I think we're resetting at this point, and we really have to look at things with fresh eyes because Hillary's not going to run again.
No, she's not. And on top of that, I try and make sure that I don't just listen to the echo chamber people who agree with me.
Sure.
I actually, there are a couple of podcasts I listen to that are completely outside of what I believe in.
Sure.
Simply for the fact that I want to hear what they're talking about.
And how do they
you know what
view
they're talking about? They're talking about Hillary. They're
Why?
They're talking about she was at some convention and she's wearing some muumuu thing. Who the fuck cares?
She's not going to run again.
She's completely outside of whatever.
She's
but
never
they're
going to run
still
again.
focusing on her.
Oh my
nobody really needs to give a shit about her.
September and November.
Like seriously, the whole thing. Like I really try and make sure that I listen to people outside. Like I said, so I don't go into an echo chamber.
Libertarian.
But they're focusing on things like yes, they're focusing on like the emails and how's her health. It's like
vote.
Who the hell cares about Hillary
the
right
people
now.
the people who are saying that too are entirely trying to run like a smoke screen so people just focus on Trump.
It's entirely
because they know that Hillary is shit.
It's entirely a hey, don't pay attention to this. Look what Hillary's doing.
Are you a liberal who wants things to work in a way that people can do what they'd like to do? Would you like government to only do as much as it needs to?
Me?
Fuck the DNC.
Yeah, you.
Not me.
Vote libertarian.
I'm not liberal and I'm not conservative, and I piss people off on both sides because I believe in certain things that the
then you, my friend, are a libertarian.
Kind of. No, because libertarians are all about small government, and I believe there are a lot of spots where the government needs to step in and say, "No, you're being a fucking moron."
Oh, so do I. I'm actually a libertarian candidate.
Ian's all about getting the fucking paperwork so you can actually procreate. You know, like mass huge government. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, the thing that drives me nuts is everybody's like, well, what are you? I'm like, I believe in what makes fucking sense. And they're like, oh, so you're this? No, I don't go to, I'm not going to follow any party line. Libertarian? No, I'm not going to follow a libertarian line. I'm not going to follow a Democratic line. I'm not going to follow a Republican line.
It's fine. That's why I will be elected as one.
If you look, I will show anybody my voter registration form, and it shows up no preferred party, NPP. Yep. That is my voter registration is NPP because I refuse to have some group of people telling me this is you agree with most of this, so you have to agree with us on this.
Well, here's the fun thing. I've been involved in politics for a long time. Yeah.
Okay.
And you turned out so well.
There is no party that is more open to new ideas, to argument, to actual ideas.
Okay.
Than libertarians, because that's why I'm running as one. Right. I'm not an ANCAP.
And you know what? I think that's great for the libertarians. And if I find a libertarian I agree with, I will vote for them. But if I find a Republican I agree with, I will vote for them. And if I find a Democrat I agree with, I will vote for them. Yeah. But I'm not going to throw my hat into this is my group of people. I don't have a group of people.
Oh, no, never.
I'm not going to do that. And I think that more people need to not do that. I think more people need to go, I don't care what the big group says. I don't agree with that, so I need to do what I feel is right.
But when it comes to the ballot, where do you end up?
I honestly, so on this last major election, my vote was for the third-party candidate who seemed to have the biggest chance of getting the highest amount of votes. I did not believe that a third-party candidate was going to win in this last presidential election.
Of course not.
But I threw my vote for the third-party candidate because I want it to be more than a two-party system.
Which one?
So
Which one?
I don't even remember. What
the fuck?
Oh, you got a Zima!
Fuck you! Dude, dude, no, you can't do me dirty like that. Are you serious?
I don't have any beef with you.
I was like, the wife pops in and she's like, I'm drunk, and I'm like, well, hand me booze, bitch. And she's like, and she hands me a fucking Zima. What the shit is that? No.
Drink beer.
No.
The sucks.
Well,
something else.
No, if there has not been a better sign,
now
move on to the next segment. Come on, we've got segments. We've got a thing here. Come on.
Sorry.
All right.
I don't mean to toss a monkey wrench in your thing, but
I don't want that either.
The point that I want to
get the
make
vodka
is
from
that
the top shelf. Get the vodka.
No,
from the top
dirty
shelf.
bucket.
It's that's root beer.
Yeah,
it's not even alcoholic.
Whatever.
It's literally root beer.
Honestly, if you vote along party lines, especially with the two major parties, you're bound to.
Monkey, you've been married for a long time. Do you have to deal with this kind of shit?
Yeah.
No,
all them Zimas.
Almost 18 years. Yeah.
Me and my wife got into an argument the other night
about Zima.
No, it was the dumbest thing ever because I was actually talking about cords that I had to run throughout the house, and I said I had one that's about 20 feet long, and shit. I told her where I had it at this point, and she goes, "Well, that's not 20 feet," and we had a fucking half-hour argument over that.
Above the goddamn dryer.
Right.
Like
that is the most ridiculous
let's just move
argument.
on with our lives, dear.
The most ridiculous argument.
Now my fucking hobbit wife is complaining because she's too short to get me my liquor. I swear to God. I swear to God. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the super chats real quick.
And then we'll get to the next point where
yes.
we were supposed to go.
And I know. I'm sorry.
They've said that 3 times now, y'all.
Matt Cook, the globalist main agenda is to enslave the globalist main agenda is to enslave humanity on a Death Star-like planetary structure. Once this planet has been mined of all its resources, wanna boost your testosterone by patented blank, 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 blank. Very good. Giovanna Liviana, Bernie won over Hillary in many states of the Midwest. If the Democrats stick with the Clintonite wing, they'll join the Whigs and anti-Masons. That's a weird... Oof.
Wigs with an H? W-H-I-G-S?
Wigs with an H, yeah.
That's really
You have a tinfoil yarmulke?
Memory, bring me my tinfoil! Alright, so Spectacular Wanderer by capitalist Jeff Mint Monsanto Shill.
That's why they
Here we go.
them.
Here we go. As far as the tinfoil yarmulke, I will only have one if you can spell it right.
That's fair.
I'll tell you what, I will attempt to spell it right if you can prove to me you are as Jewish as I am.
My grandmother is Jewish.
Svedka. Pomred.
Oh, we're going down that road. I will go. Oh, no. You didn't prove anything. I would have followed you, Nick, but you stopped short, so.
Prince of Queens, bet if Nick met Cortez when he was 25, he'd say, dude, Jeff, I totally want to fuck this Latina chick from the Bronx. She led a campaign I worked on. Maybe. I mean, she's
That's actually great, though.
That's a pretty good comment. Yeah, that's pretty great. He also says, conspiracy theory is the term people use to describe politics when they don't understand politics. I don't know about that, friendo.
Find me somebody who has hidden knowledge that you have to go through one link for.
That's right.
That understands politics.
Giovanna Liviana says, public opinion has been tried on the state level several times and failed each time. Private insurance is about profit, not healthcare. Go HR 676. I'm not really sure what that one is.
House
676. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that one is. Gary Sanchez, thanks for the ASMR libertarianism, Nick. Okay, so Monkey, did you get the My Circle link?
I didn't.
Okay, well, you fucking wank-ass pieces of shit. I'm gonna send it to you both. You fucking losers. Jesus Christ.
So you didn't send us shit and it's our fault.
That's right. That's
Nick,
right.
how do you put up with this shit?
That's right. I'm gonna neg the shit out of both of you because you just can't even stop me. I'm a fucking mean.
I'm trying to work with this wireless fucking mouse.
I'm a mean bitch. I put it in the fucking Skype chat. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. We got this. I love you.
Yeah, but this new fucking Skype thing, I don't know where that is.
Just hold on to your testicles. It's fine. Just get it. Just get it.
I'm just gonna pretend that I know.
No, you have to watch it with us.
Well, I'm still looking for it.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Oh my
Wait,
god!
how come
it's in the Skype chat.
Yeah, but Skype has changed. It's not allowing you to access things that you used to know easily because Microsoft is very certain.
All right.
Okay.
I swear to fucking Christ,
I think I found it.
I'm gonna fucking stab the both of you in the fucking heart with my dick. I swear to God.
But it won't let me click. What the fuck? Why won't it let me click on that?
I'm gonna.
Jeff fucked everything up here.
I did not.
Skype,
here, I
Skype,
DM'd the both of you. You fucking wank ass cock pieces of shit. I DM'd you both on Twitter.
Right, hold on, it's gonna take.
Got a
me
weird
minute,
random.
I gotta go.
I'm getting there.
Feed.
I know.
I'm there.
Okay, Monkey's there.
I'm not there yet. What?
We can tell, Nick.
Why? No, I don't want to go into property.
If you go into Device Manager,
I'm just gonna drink this vodka straight because I can't even deal with anything anymore.
There we go.
Dirty bucket.
I'm gonna drink this in my dirty bucket root beer.
My dirty bucket. Oh, God damn it, it's a bucket.
It's a really good root beer, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm all
It's
set.
actually really tasty.
Why?
It's great review.
Oh yeah,
Shit,
this thing. I remember this thing. I did this.
Isn't it good?
thing. This is my planning.
It smells good.
Yeah, taste it. It's really good.
It's got
good
some
root beer.
sarsaparilla in that shit.
Mm-hmm. Sarsaparilla. Mm.
Oh, I can't drink a lot of that. That'll make
Peak
me hurt.
format right here, dude. You know what's up. We're getting crazy tonight. Who gives a fuck? I was supposed to be at the river this whole time, but no.
No, you got to do your YouTubing stuff.
Now I'm talking about politics,
You gotta
and
do
Nick
your
can't figure out
YouTubes.
the bicircle, and everything's terrible.
I'll get it. It's fine. Hold on. I found it. Hang on. Hang on.
Swear to God, if we were in a domestic relationship, I would go to jail for beating you right now.
What does that bring over state lines?
You never cleaned the trailer, you piece of shit. I work hard every morning, noon, and night.
All right. Go ahead.
All right.
I found the thing that I actually put together
Okay, so
earlier today.
our undersubbed of the week is Ivan Ortega. Ranting Monkey. Why are we watching Ivan Ortega?
Oh, he has no idea.
I have no idea, because Nick asked me, who do you want for undersubbed, and I'm like, I have no real idea. I don't watch YouTube very much anymore.
Yeah, no, he took a bit of time to get back to me, and I decided I'd go with this because time constraints. But Ivan Ortega, this is the guy who is actually Jeff. Last week we talked about him. He was the one who showed us the side-by-side comparisons about how Ryan Johnson ripped off Escape from L.A. in his last.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
And this is Ivan watching that.
Okay, let's do this.
No, go back.
Wait, no, this.
Go back. Trust me.
Wait, go back
Walkers.
further.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I like where this is going. He gets surrounded.
Is that salt on the ground?
No.
Salt. They made sure to
There was
mention
salt
that it
on
was
the
salt.
ground.
There you go.
It's red
Wow.
because it's salt.
Almost shot by shot. This is crazy.
Okay. Do it.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that's
Then, yep. Spray him.
Nice.
They're watching to see what happens. Snake Plissken and Mark Hamill are
my
totally fine.
God.
wow.
Whoa!
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
That's insane.
What? Okay, so they had to rip off that shitty movie?
Oh,
No,
it gets,
hey.
Note for note.
Oh my!
I meant.
Hey,
Note
you just call Escape from LA a
Now,
shitty
this
movie.
I introduced this guy because as undersub because this is the guy who's actually trying to
Yes.
shut the fuck up, Ivan. God damn. But this is the guy who's actually trying to re-edit The Last Jedi to make it an okay movie.
Right. This is the guy behind that. Yeah.
Yeah, and now he's got loads of live streams, and he's a film editor himself. So when it comes to
Here, watch it down with Pooh Bear.
there we go. Yeah, when it comes to like film editing, when it comes to the composition of films, when it comes to like questions about whether or not Ryan Johnson ripped off Escape from LA, note for a fucking note. Ivan Ortega's doing a pretty fucking good job of keeping that shit on the level. And I'll be disappointed at this point if in a month and a half's time he doesn't have twice my subscribers. So, I mean, small channel, but dude is re-editing all of your favorite movies to make them better.
Yeah. Good on him.
Yeah, go and check out Ivan Ortega. His link should be in the description. You will not be disappointed, and tell him YouTube Saints sent you.
All right,
because that's how it works.
Your beautiful wife is like literally staring at me.
Right, I'm counting your tabs right now.
No,
You've
I know.
Got like 40 fucking tabs.
I don't want to talk about my tabs right now. I don't want to talk about my tabs right now. I just want take your beautiful family home. Thanks for getting my family home safe.
Absolutely. But
Love you.
I'm anytime I swing by your house and you're recording, I will randomly just.
You gonna
drop
bomb
in.
me?
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
fuck yeah.
Ian might bomb the show every now and then.
Yeah.
So.
If I swing by and he's recording, sorry Nick, I know you guys have a serious show going on. I'm gonna.
Serious
drop in.
is a very, it's a very liberal use.
You should take the root beer.
Okay.
That's a vodka. Don't take my vodka. Take the root beer.
No.
But
You're keeping
in
the root beer. I'm
meantime-
taking the vodka,
in the
right?
meantime,
No.
everybody go and check out Ivan Ortega. Go and subscribe to him because honestly, too, if you're into film at all, this guy is a professional editor, and he lays out without bias too, which is the nice thing. He'll take on films that he thinks are poorly edited, and he will discuss them in a way that's not about how he would have done it. About
Bye-bye.
how he thinks it didn't work.
Love you guys. Cool. No, the kid sounds amazing. Also sub to Weebo Jones.
Is Weibo in the chat?
No, but I have a
Okay.
big crush on Weebo, so just sub to Weebo Jones anyway.
I'm just making sure she's not stalking me still.
I think she's over you. I think she's over you.
Oh, she's not. I'm her monkey. Her monkey dream.
Listen, well, I fucking hope so. 'Cause
Ooh.
she's been causing all kinds of goddamn damage in our Discord.
Just not wearing pants. Look, okay, you know what? People have been like talking about like my shorts and shit. I'm just gonna dispel this. I'm wearing American flag fucking swim shorts right here. Okay, all right. Like, you wanna get up in my shit? Fine, cool. These are all American flag, baby. This is
America.
This is some pure American beef right here. It even says A+ right there. Right there, A+, baby. A+.
When you got that, how close was that guy's hand to your balls?
Really close, actually. Really
Not
close.
even
Did
that.
they graze
Why
at
is
all?
it? Oh, monkey! In the course of the internet, why is it that like my going nuts out will still not outshine that?
Take the root beer. My car keys? Oh shit.
So,
Here, there you go.
oh,
Yep.
all
right.
Didn't you guys used to have a format?
Oh yeah.
did.
No, we do. We
Yeah,
do.
we got
No,
another
it's fine.
segment
It's
to
fine.
get on to.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I was looking at grown man's head. Fuck off. Leave me alone. Okay. So, somebody said hook Ian up with a shirt, Jeff. Ooh, yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I will hook Ian up with a YouTube Saints shirt because he's
There we go. Yeah, it needs to be dragged around in public.
He is
so
actually
people can
he is actually a big fan of the
describe
show.
it bad. Can describe it badly.
That was actually like a show, like a fan of the show coming in, sitting in the show. So you know, but he's only a fan because he's known me for 22 years. It's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, it was a good addition. I mean, it's weird sometimes when you get people on and they're just like not productive at all. He jumped right in the conversation. It was great.
No, he's
Should
a nice
have him
guy.
on more.
Yeah, he's a great dude. Super great dude. Okay, so we did not get to all of our news, but we definitely can get to our cringe of the week, and that was the £1 million story. Was it? Was that what it is, Nick?
Wait. No.
Who
Was
is
it?
Yeah, I thought so.
Look at the format.
I'm looking at the sheet. I'm looking at the sheet. Yes.
Well, then bring it up on screen.
Okay. Yes. Okay. No. All right. No, you're right. That wasn't what it was. Okay, I got it. It's fine. Don't do that to me. Don't get mad.
Okay.
Don't get mad.
It's fine. It's fine.
Don't get mad at me, baby. Don't get mad at me.
It's fine.
Don't get mad. No. Don't
It's
get
fine.
mad at me.
It's fine.
I'm in the middle of a domestic dispute.
I know you are pretty much.
Now you
I don't
are
want
in
to
the
take
midst
it.
of
Get it away from me. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna let him drag it up.
Yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Also, because I actually don't have access to it right now, so
That's
I
right.
don't recall.
All right, so our cringe of the week this week is this autistic student asked for a fist bump and a selfie He got a Title IX investigation. Yeah, baby. Yes. Yes, Lord.
I hope Lori Penny is wet as an otter's pocket.
Of course she is.
Right now.
She is practically half otter herself. So, let's read this article. A fist bump and a selfie may have ended the Marcus Knight's educational career right as it started. The student, who has autism, cerebral palsy, and a shunt to relieve fluid pressure on his brain, what the fuck, was not allowed to defend himself against allegations in 2 Title IX investigations this past fall, his mother told the College Fix. Aurora Knight has raised more than half the money to cover legal fees through a GoFundMe campaign as she challenges the sexual misconduct findings on her son's record. Though Saddleback College lifted Marcus's suspension a day before a hearing last month, it has thus far refused to remove the findings from his record, Aurora wrote in an update to the campaign Wednesday. Her son has limited expressive language capabilities and cannot negotiate social situations as easily as others, she told the College Fix. Though he receives...
And he sexually assaulted someone with a fist bump.
Oh,
yes.
Keep reading. Jeez, this fucking story pissed me off so bad.
Oh, this is incredible. He was not offered accommodations in this Title IX process, Aurora wrote in an email. When we look at the individuals with limited social skills, we cannot expect that they responded the same way as a typical individual. Former Drake University trustee Thomas Rossley, whose learning disabled son is suing the university for a similar ordeal, told The Fix in a phone interview that Marcus's case goes to the whole problem with disability issues with Title IX. Most schools don't even let the students know how to ask for accommodations within a disciplinary process, whose own Title IX retaliation claims against Drake were dismissed in court last month. So these students don't know that they can even get accommodations within the disciplinary process, which means, if that seems kind of like mush-mouthed language, what that means is these students who are being accused don't even know how to get the information of who they're being accused by, what they're being accused of, and how they can actually take steps to defend themselves against these things. They just suddenly have it thrown at them.
Yeah, let's keep in mind this is the same sort of college system which prosecuted a man in a secret tribunal where he and his lawyer were not allowed to say a word in his defense while he was accused of sexual assault because he got a blowjob while he was passed out.
Oh, yeah.
Let's keep
this one, I think, irritates me even more than that one because I'm going to jump ahead.
Go ahead.
Go on.
What happens in this story is the guy goes to, I believe it's a bookstore, and the cashier, he asks her for a fist bump. And she says, sure, and gives him a fist bump. And then she goes and files a complaint of sexual harassment against him for a fucking fist bump.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
That is the actual story, and he gets in trouble in college. Wait, but then it gets better. The bitch then comes back months later and says that he did, even though that's what she says originally. Oh, no, he did more than that, too. What?
Right.
Nothing. There's nothing there. But she gets to upgrade her story, and he gets in trouble for this. Even
here's the thing, though, Monkey.
Bump.
You got to remember.
And he's autistic
when he doesn't get his money.
He's fucking autistic, and it was a fist bump, and she screamed that this was like sexual assault. That's absolutely insane. Absolutely fucking insane.
And they took it seriously and punished this kid for it.
Here's
the one with the shunt because there's fluid on his head.
Yeah.
This is when people go, well, it's just SJWs. This is the shit that needs to stop. This is not what Title IX was meant for.
This is why you put your fucking tinfoil hat on, because it's apparently fucking obvious.
I'm gonna wrap my whole self in plastic wrap and just put an end to it.
This is the genuine fucking article. The reason that we have conspiracy theory horse shit being shilled as reasonable fucking political thought is because we have dipshits like this barista and the Title IX Commission and the very existence of Title IX basically giving every ounce of evidence and ammunition one could hope for when they're trying to buck for a culture war.
Right.
A mentally disabled man asked a barista for a fist bump. She, after the fact, decided that she was sexually assaulted as a result of that and decided to file a complaint.
Right.
And now this young man, like, this is a guy who is facing every uphill battle you can think of. He is autistic with disabilities which range beyond that. Yet he is still going to college, trying to actually study and make something of himself. And now, right now, he might actually be fucked out of that entirely, simply because the outrage culture, which the conspiracy theory culture predicates its own narratives upon, has decided that they want to be as flagrant as possible. If you do not see something wrong with this, you are as retarded as an Alex Jones fan. Congratulations.
Okay. I think this story is actually very important. This story is incredibly important. The reason why I think this story is really important is because right now we have ourselves a bit of an identity crisis. The anti-SJW content well has kind of dried up. It kind of has. There's still plenty of examples of, like, and this is a great example of how social justice has gone too far. But this is an example of how rampant this has gotten, to the point where if you take this story and you take it to a hardcore leftist who's a very soy-drenched SJW, and you're like, dude, what do you honestly think of this story? There is no realm of rational discourse where anybody thinks that this sounds okay. Nobody does. That's why these stories are so important, because if you take this to people who are hardcore lefties,
somebody does, because this story happened.
No, somebody did because the story occurred. It doesn't mean that necessarily it has to reciprocate throughout popular culture in that way. So
it does, because that's the culture we've created.
But it doesn't have to be the culture that we exist in. Like if I, like, okay, I don't like H-Bomber guy. I don't like the dude. I think he's kind of an obstinate prick. But if I take this story and vary at a neutral value, and I'm like, look, dude, what do you think of this? He's not going to think that this is a good idea. He's not. Nobody is going to. Nobody's going to think this is a good idea. ContraPoints is not going to think this is a good idea. Marina Shutup is not going to think this is a good idea. None of these people are going to think that this is a good idea. They're going to look at this and be like, this is where our side has gone too far. And by using this as a good communication device to get them to, like, make the borders of what's reasonable, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. That's an idea of, like, building a castle around reasonableness that we need to do. We need to fucking do that. We need to build a castle of reasonableness around what is reasonable and what is not.
Yeah, but no, it's not going to happen.
But let me ask you this, Jeff, because you're saying this. You present this to them and they read it just as it's written. Okay, maybe they'll say no, that's too far. But what if you put it in as, well, she didn't feel comfortable with this? None of them are going to say you have to force her into something she felt uncomfortable with. All of them will come back and go, you know what? I mean, it sucks that this happened, but I mean,
listen,
they can't.
There has to be a way. There has to be a way that we can find.
I wish I agreed with you.
There has to be a way that we can find some sort of middle ground between this.
Well,
there has to
be.
This
is the middle ground. It's the fucking Illuminati. And they're trying to divide us. Hang on. No, listen, I'm staying by standard show format. This is the goddamn Illuminati at work. Because if they're preying upon simple-minded cunts who are gonna fall for the notion that an autistic man who wanted a fist bump from a barista is an example of sexual assault, and at the same time that Infowars shilling their dumb bullshit on YouTube is somehow going to influence the election. Yeah, the Illuminati is very much involved here. They want everyone to be silenced. They want all of the autistic people and all of the autistic people working for Infowars to be silenced. That way, only the Democrats.
What? Autistic people working for Infowars?
Shush,
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no. The whole point here is that if the whole notion is that we need to boil down our political thought to those of effectively helplessly stupid people, be they Paul Joseph Watson or Lawrence Southern or anyone who works for Vox or whoever, then yeah, you know what? We get exactly what we deserve. And if you're not praying to Smod to smash this planet with all of its inhabitants into bits for all of the stupidity that we have wrought upon it and ourselves, you're not paying attention. I would say at this point, if there are no Streamlabs or SuperChats left to go through, we've been your YouTube saints. If you don't kill yourself, it's simply because you're looking forward to the next episode.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
That might be the best outro ever.
Yeah, no, we don't have any more super chats. Yeah, it was just Took eating up with the shirt, which I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No, we do have shirts available. We're gonna have a merch store coming out soon. We might be on a different night next week. Saturday night seems like a good one, but we're gonna put a poll out. We're gonna put a poll out on the Discord. So if you're watching this and you want to have input, go over to the Discord. But all the same, we've been your YouTube saints for this week. I hope the globalists have kept out of your mind, because if they haven't, frankly, you might be licking the iron off of, the lead off of the old pipes connected to your building.
That's right.
Short of that, though, yeah, if you haven't been doing that and you're not buying into the fact that autistic people ought to be drummed out of college for giving fist bumps, or alternately that maybe banning conspiracy websites when they say banning us is them suppressing the truth is a bad idea. If you're not entirely fucking stupid, maybe.
All right, you fucking cunts. That's it. That's all we got for tonight. This has been your YouTube Saints. We'll see you Thursday for the Twitch show, and otherwise we'll be here next Sunday. We'll have an announcement soon. Here. Undo might be in here. We'll see. Anyway, good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Go get fucked. Fuck off. What the fuck just happened? This show is so goddamn weird. What the fuck? Oh my god.